Maureen. I'm with Edward Sigud, Jamil Jimenez, and Joyce Garcia. So our discourse is divided into 17 major parts. Basahin mo nga yung 17 na yun, Raymond.
Climate change as a result of global warming. Earth's natural greenhouse effect. Enhanced greenhouse effect. Greenhouse gases. Source of greenhouse gases. Global warming is changing the Earth. Projected health impact of climate change. Managing the effect of global warming. Carbon footprint computation. Ways to reduce global warming and climate change. Energy crisis. Causes of energy crisis. Ocean thermal energy conversion alternative energy sources. Ocean thermal energy conversion basics. Types of OTEC systems. Advantage and disadvantage of OTEC technology. Environmental awareness.
This is our learning objective. First, recognize the cause and effects of climate change. Second, describe the present energy crisis and alternative energy resources. And last, demonstrate awareness in the current environmental issues. Climate change as a result of global warming. Can you read, Erica?
Global warming is the rise in Earth's average temperature due to greenhouse gas emissions, leading to climate change. It causes melting ice, rising seas, extreme weather, biodiversity loss, threats to food security, and health risks. To fight this, we need renewable energy, sustainable practices, and reduce carbon emissions.
Yung pagbabago-bago ng ating klima is ay nagdudulot ng pagtaas ng ating temperatura. Nagkakos siya ng pagkatunaw ng yelo, rising seas, extreme weather, biodiversity loss. So, kailangan natin mag-renewable ng energy para malabanan ito or bawasan yung carbon emissions. Punta tayo sa cause and effects. Burning fossil fuels, deforestation, industrial emissions, agriculture and livestock, overconsumption of resources. Effects: rising global temperature, loss of habitats and biodiversity, poor air quality and health risks, increased methane and nitrogen emissions, environmental degradation, and food insecurity. So, kapag nagsusunog tayo ng mga fuels, ng gases, is nag-e-effect siya ng pagtaas ng temperatura ng ating mundo. So, sa deforestation naman is, kapag pumutol tayo ng mga puno, is may possible na yung mga nakatirang hayop doon is maaari silang mawalan ng mga tirahan. Ganon. Dako tayo sa 8 natural greenhouse effects. The natural greenhouse effects keep Earth warm enough for sunlight that reach Earth is partly absorbed and partly reflected back to space. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor trap some of the heat, acting like a blanket, prevent too much from escaping. Without this process, Earth would be too cold to support living things, but human activities use extra greenhouse gases, making the planet warmer and causing global warming. Natural greenhouse is, ito yung para siyang kumot na bumabalot sa ating planet para mapanatiling mainit yung mundo natin. Pero minsan, yung mga ginagawa ng tao, like pagsusunugan ng mga fuels, ng coal, is nag-e-effect siya ng mas tumataas yung ating temperature. So, medyo nakakasama na siya, di ba? Ayun, ganun. Enhanced greenhouse effect. The enhanced greenhouse effect happens when human activity like burning fossils, fuels, and deforestation release extra greenhouse gases. These gases trap more heat, causing global warming, melting ice, rising seas, and extreme weather. It also threatens ecosystem, farming, biodiversity, and human health, diseases, and poor air quality. So, yung ayun nga, yung mga ginagawa, tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, yung pagsusunod nga daw ng mga gases at pagpuputol ng mga puno is, mas nagre-release siya ng extra greenhouse gases. Yung ibang gases is natatrap natatrap yung init niya at ayun yung nagiging global warming. Ayun yung magiging cause niya is yung yung pagtunaw ng yelo, threatening ecosystem, farming, biodiversity, and human health through disease and poor air quality. Greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are gases in the Earth's atmosphere and trap heat and keep planet warm. They act like blankets around Earth, letting sunlight in but preventing some of heat from escaping blanket. So dito, ano nga ba ito? Di ba? Ayun na yung sinasabi ko kanina na para siyang blanket na or kumot na bumabalot sa ating mundo para mapanatili nating mainit yung mundo natin. Kasi kapag nawala yung ibang natural na gases is may possible na sobrang lamig, di ba? Kapag nawala yung init na yon is may possible na mamatay yung mga hayop na nakatira sa ating kapaligiran, di ba? Baka hindi rin natin kayanin yung lamig, di ba? Ganun. Sources of greenhouse gases. Sources of greenhouse gases are the human and natural activities release gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitroside into the atmosphere contribute to greenhouse gases effect. Yung mga pinagmumulan daw ng greenhouse gases ay minsan yung ating mga ginagawa tulad ng naglalabas sila ng natural na gas tulad ng carbon dioxide, methane, nitroside sa ating atmosphere na nag-aambag sa greenhouse at nag-effect ng global warming.
So, dumako naman tayo sa global warming is changing the Earth. Maaari mo bang makibasa, Kai?
Global warming is the steady rise in Earth's average temperature caused mainly by greenhouse gases from human activity like burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. This warming leads to major changes in our planet, includes melting ice caps, rising sea levels, stronger storm, and threats to both natural ecosystem and human life.
Nakikita niyo naman sa picture, di ba, naapektuhan yung Earth natin. Dahil, eto pala, makikita natin dito yung deforestation. Ito yung nagiging sanhi ng matinding init ngayon dahil yung mga tao ay hindi sila, imbes na magtanim sila ng maraming puno sa kabundukan, ginagawa pa nila itong bahay upang makapagtayo sila or ginagawa nila itong uling. At nagiging sanhi rin ng matinding pinsala ng araw ay yung mga sasakyan na mga transportasyon na ginagamit ng mga tao, di ba? Nagdadala iyon ng carbon dioxide, yung usok na nakakasira sa ating kalikasan. Siyempre, sa kabundukan din or kahit sa mga lugar, di ba? Di ba masama sa ating kapaligiran yung pagsisiga sa bakuran, nagiging sanhi rin yun ng matinding init. Dahil lumalaki yung butas ng ozone layer natin dahil sa mga kagagawan din ng mga tao. Next is projected health impacts of climate change. Makibasa?
Climate change is expected to have serious effects on human health worldwide. Rising temperature, extreme weather events, and environmental changes increase risk of illness, disease, and even deaths.
So, di ba, yung sanhi nga ng kagagawan natin ng nating mga tao, maraming nagkakasakit. Yung iba, nagkakaroon ng, nagkakos sa balat nila yung matinding init, nagkakaroon sila ng namumula, nagpapantal, tapos yung iba, dahil din sa init, nagkakaroon ng asma. Nahihirapan silang huminga, tapos, changes in the air and water quality. Bakit nga ba nangyayari ito? More people get sick, diseases spread more easily. Ayun nga yung nagiging sanhi ng minsan ng mga tao ng pagkamatay nila dahil sa kalusugan na nakukuha nila sa ating kapaligiran. Next. Projected health impacts. The first bullet is heat-related illnesses like, ayun nga, sinabi ko kanina, di ba, yung init na nagiging sanhi sa mga nagmumotor, di ba makikita nyo naman na maraming iilan na heat stroke dahil sa matinding init. And worsening respiratory problems, ayun nga, yung asthma, allergies, nabanggit ko na rin naman na kanina. Winter spread of infectious diseases, yung mga nakukuha natin sa mga kanal, yung mga epekto ng mga lamok na nagiging sanhi ng mga dengue, malaria, hika na inaano ng mga bata. Nagiging sakit ng mga bata. The next is food and water insecurity leading to malnutrition and diarrhea. Di ba dito hindi naman natin alam na safe ba yung mga kinakain natin sa mga labas. Di ba may mga kunwari yung mga street food, may mga alikabok na nasasagap yon sa pagkain natin ng mga Pilipino. Kaya minsan yung mga bata, minsan sumasakit yung tiyan doon dahil doon. And kaya nagiging cause din ng minsan, malnutrition sila. Mental health issues such as stress, anxiety, and trauma. Dito nga, diba, napapressure din kasi tayo minsan. Kasi sumasabay pa yung tindi ng init, pag may ginagawa tayo sa schoolworks, trabaho, ganyan. Nagiging cause din yun ng sakit sa kakaroon tayo ng anxiety, ng pagsabay-sabay na iniisip natin. Then, more injuries and deaths from storms, floods, and wildfires. The last is, getting hurt of dying in natural disaster.
Pwede pong pabasa, Ana.
We can fight global warming by changing habits, protecting nature, and using clean energy. A small action from everyone can create big positive change.
Ayan, we have 7 practical ways. First is plant trees and protect forests. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and release oxygen. Forests act as Earth's lungs, so protecting them prevents more heat-trapping gases from building up. Second is use renewable energy, solar, wind, and hydro. Clean energy sources don't produce harmful emissions. Shifting away from coal, oil, and gas reduces air pollution and greenhouse gases. Next is walk, bike, carpool, or use public transportation. Cars produce lots of carbon emission. Walking, biking, or sharing rides save fuel and reduce pollution. Next is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Cutting down waste means less trash in landfills. Recycling saves resources and energy that would be used in making new products. Next is save energy and water. Turning off lights and appliances when not needed reduces power use. Saving water means less energy used in pumping and heating water. Next is eating sustainably and waste less food. Reducing food, especially meat, uses lots of land, water, and energy. Wasting less food reduces greenhouse gas emission from production and rotting trees. Last is support climate-friendly policies and community actions. Voting and supporting leaders who prioritize the environment help create long-term solutions. Joining local projects like clean-up drives or renewable energy programs strengthens collective actions. Everyone has a role. Small daily actions, when combined, can protect the planet and slow down global warming. Energy crisis. Pwede pong pabasa ulit.
An energy crisis happens when the world's demand for energy is greater than the available supply. It is mainly caused by the overuse of non-renewable resources like coal, oil, and natural gas, which are limited and harmful to the environment.
An energy crisis happens when people need more energy than what is available. In other words, the demand, which is what people want to use, is bigger than the supply, which is what is available to use. Most of the most of the world still depends on non-renewable resources such as coal, oil, and natural gas. These resources are called non-renewable because they cannot be replaced quickly. Once used, they take millions of years to form again. Overusing them leads to two problems. One is shortage, second is pollution. Shortage, they will eventually run out. Pollution, burning them releases greenhouse gases that harm the environment and cause global warming. Causes of energy crisis. Overdependence on fossil fuels. Most of the world's energy comes from coal, oil, and natural gas. Since these are limited take millions of years to form, relying too much on them makes supply run out of faster. Depletion of non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources cannot be replaced quickly. As we keep digging and burning them, the reserves get smaller, leading to shortage in the future. Next is rapid population growth and high energy demand. More people means more houses, cars, schools, and industries, all needing energy. This fast growth puts heavy pressure on the energy supplies. Industrialization and urbanization is developing industries, factories, and big cities require massive amounts of electricity and fuel. This increases the demand for energy beyond what is available. Next is natural disasters and conflict affecting supply. Earthquakes, hurricanes, or floods can damage power plants, pipelines, or grids. Wars or political conflict can disrupt the supply of oil and gas across countries. Last is poor energy management and wastage. Leaving lights, appliances, and machines running waste energy. Countries that don't manage energy well face shortage even if they have resources. Ayan. Ocean thermal energy conversion alternative energy sources. Pwede mong pabasa? First bullet.
OTEC is a technology that uses the temperature difference between warm surface water and cold deep water in the ocean to generate electricity. It is a renewable and sustainable energy source because oceans constantly absorb heat from the sun.
The sun hits the surface of the ocean, making it much warmer than the deep ocean water. Takes advantage of this difference in temperature. Warm water is used to turn a liquid into vapor, which drives a turbine to produce electricity. Cold water is then used to cool and condense the vapor back into liquid, completing the cycle. Since the sun is always provides the heat to the ocean, the energy supply is limitless. Unlike coal or oil, the ocean will not run out of heat energy. This AUTEC is a clean and eco-friendly alternative to fossil fuel. AUTEC is a renewable energy technology that runs the ocean natural heat differences into electricity. It's sustainable because the sun continually warms the ocean, providing an ongoing source of clean power. We have three types of AUTEC system: closed cycle, open cycle, and hybrid cycle AUTEC system. First is closed cycle AUTEC system. Uses fluid with a low boiling point like ammonia to run a turbine and produce electricity. Instead of using seawater directly, AUTEC uses a special working fluid like ammonia that boils at a low temperature. This allows the fuel to vaporize even the relatively mild heat from warm surface seawater. Warm surface seawater heats the fluid in a heat exchanger, turning it into vapor. The warm ocean water does not mix with the fluid. Instead, it transfers heat through a heat exchanger, which makes the fluid boils and become vapor. The vapor spins turbine or turbo generator to generate power. As the fluid vapor expands, it pushes against the blades of a turbine. This spinning motion powers a generator producing electricity. Next is cold deep seawater pools, and the condenses the vapor back into the liquid. Cold seawater is pumped from deep parts of the ocean. It passes through another heat exchanger, cooling the vapor back into liquid form. A feed pump pressurizes the liquid and sends it back to the evaporator. The liquid is pumped back into the system, it is pressurized so it can go through to heating process again. Last is, since the same fluid is reused in a closed loop, it is called a closed cycle. The working fluid never leaves the system. It keeps circulating in a closed loop, being heated, but vaporized, cooled, and reused repeatedly. A closed cycle AUTEC system works like a big recycling loop for a special fluid. Warm seawater heats it to vaporize, vapor runs the turbine to make electricity. Cold seawater cools it back to liquid, and the cycle repeats without losing the fluid.
Let's proceed to managing the effect of global warming. Global warming cannot be stopped immediately, but its effect can be reduced and managed through human action and cooperation. By adapting lifestyle, protecting nature, and using sustainable practices, we can lessen its harmful impact. Ways to manage the effect of global warming harmful impact. Plant more trees. Ang pagtatanim ng puno ay sumisipsip ng ito ng carbon dioxide at nagbibigay ng mas malinis na hangin. Next, use renewable energy. Sa halip na langis at uling, gumamit tayo ng solar, hangin, o hydropower na hindi nakakasira sa ating kalikasan. Adopt eco-friendly habit. Magkasagawa ng reduce, reuse, recycle, at magtipid sa tubig ng kuryente. Build climate resilient communities. Kailangan matibay ang ating mga gusali, tulay, at kalsada laban sa mga bagyo at init, pagbaha. Next is strengthened health system. Dapat handa ang ating mga ospital at health workers sa mga sakit at sakuna na dulot ng pagbabago ng klima. Next, global cooperation. Hindi ito problema ng ating bansa lamang, kaya dapat magtulungan ang lahat ng bansa sa pamagitan ng mga kasunduan gaya ng Paris Agreement. Next, carbon footprint computation. A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, mainly carbon dioxide, released into the atmosphere by a person, activity, product, or organization. It is usually measured into tons of C02 equivalent to TC02E. Let's proceed to managing the effect of global warming. Global warming cannot be stopped immediately, but its effect can be reduced and managed through human action and cooperation. By adapting lifestyle, protecting nature, and using sustainable practices, we can lessen its harmful impact. Ways to manage the effect of global warming harmful impact. Plant more trees. Ang pagtatanim ng puno ay sumisipsip ito ng carbon dioxide at nagbibigay ng mas malinis na hangin. Next, use renewable energy. Sa halip na langis at uling, gumamit tayo ng solar, hangin, o hydropower na hindi nakakasira sa ating kalikasan. Adopt eco-friendly habit. Magkasagawa ng reduce, reuse, recycle, at magtipid sa tubig ng kuryente. Build climate resilient communities. Kailangan matibay ang ating mga gusali, tulay, at kalsada laban sa mga bagyo at init, pagbaha. Next is strengthened health system. Dapat handa ang ating mga ospital at health workers sa mga sakit at sakuna na dulot ng pagbabago ng klima. Next, global cooperation. Hindi ito problema ng ating bansa lamang, kaya dapat magtulungan ang lahat ng bansa sa pamagitan ng mga kasunduan gaya ng Paris Agreement. Next, carbon footprint computation. A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, mainly carbon dioxide, released into the atmosphere by a person, activity, product, or organization. It is usually measured into tons of C02 equivalent to TC02E. Open cycle Otech system. Use warm surface seawater direct to the produce electricity. Ginagamit upang magpasingaw ng working fluid tulad ng ammonia at sabay ring direktang maggagawa ng singaw mula sa tubig dagat. Warm seawater enters the radiator which remove dissolved gases. Ang parehong singaw ay ginagamit upang paanda rin ang mga turbine na nakakabit sa generator, kaya nakapag-produce ng kuryente. The water then goes to the flash evaporator where it's turned into low pressure dam. Isa sa pinakamalaking dagdag ng benepisyo ng hybrid Otech ay ang kakayahang gumawa ng malinis na inuming tubig mula sa desalination process. The steam drives the turbine connected to a generator produce electricity. Combination strength kasama. Ito ang efficiency ng closed cycle at ang freshwater production ng open cycle. Next, hybrid OTEC system. It is combination of a closed cycle and open cycle system. It uses warm surface water to evaporize a working fluid and also directly produce steam from seawater. Gumagamit ito ng mainit na tubig sa ibabaw ng dagat para mag-evaporize ng working fluid tulad ng ammonia at sabay rin gumagawa ng steam mula sa seawater. Next, it can generate electricity efficiently through turbines. Ang vapor o singaw ay ginagamit para paikutin ng turbine na konektado sa generator upang makagawa ng kuryente. Next, it also produces freshwater as an additional benefit. Nagpo-produce din ito ng freshwater bilang dagdag na benepisyo. It is designed to maximize the strength of both closed and open system. Nagsama nito ang kalakasan ng closed cycle at open cycle para mas maging epektibo ang sistema. It is considered a promising method for future large-scale renewable energy production. Advantage of OTEC. It provides a renewable and sustainable source of energy. Ang dagat ay laging nariyan at palaging nainitan ng araw, kaya't ang enerhiya mula rito ay walang katapusan at maaasahan. It can reduce greenhouse gas emission and air pollution. Hindi tulad ng langis at uling, ang OTEC ay hindi naglalabas ng usok o nakalalasong gas. Nakakatulong ito laban sa climate change at sa pollution ng hangin. It offers a continuous supply of power since the ocean is always available. Ang init at lamig sa dagat ay palaging nandyan, kaya kaya ng OTEC na magbigay ng stable at tuloy-tuloy na kuryente, hindi gaya ng solar at hangin na depende sa panahon. It can produce fresh water as a useful byproduct. Bukod sa kuryente, nakapag-produce din ang OTEC ng malinis na inuming tubig na malaking tulong sa mga lugar na kulang sa fresh water. It helps reduce the dependence of fossil fuels.
So, ano nga ba yung mga disadvantages of OTEC? First, it has a high cost of construction and maintenance. Second, it needs advanced and complex technology to operate. Next, it is limited to tropical regions with large temperature and differences. Next, it has affect marine ecosystem during construction and operation. Second to the last is it has the lower efficiency compared to solar or wind energy. Last, it still requires more research and development before wide use. Next, environmental awareness. Maaari mo bang makibasa, Ms. Kai?
Environmental awareness is the understanding of how human action affect the environment and the recognition of the needs to protect natural resources. It means being informed about issues like pollution, climate change, and biodiversity loss, and taking responsibility through sustainable practice to ensure a healthy planet for present and nature generations.
Ang ibig sabihin po nito ay may kaalaman tungkol sa mga isyu tulad ng mga pollution, pagbabago ng klima at pagkawala ng biodiversity at pagkuha ng responsibilidad sa pamamagitan ng mga pananatiling kasanayan upang matiyak ang isang malusog na planeta para sa kasalukuyan at mga susunod na mga henerasyon. We are the first generation to feel the impact of climate change and the last generation that can do something about it. Ano Ano ba ibig sabihin ng ganito?
Naka-record ka.
Hindi, kakat na lang. So, dumako naman tayo ngayon sa disadvantages of neglect. Maaari mo bang makabasa, Miss Kai, yung first bullet?
It has a high cost of construction and maintenance.
Dito po, di ba, mayroon itong mataas na gastos sa konstruksyon at pagpapanatili. Next, it needs advanced and complex technology to operate. Kailangan po nitong maging advanced at komplikadong teknolohiya upang gumana. Next, it is limited to tropical regions with large temperature differences. Limitado ito sa mga tropical na rehiyon na may malaking pagkakaiba sa temperatura. Next, it may affect marine ecosystems during construction and operation. Mayroon itong mas mababang efficiency.
Efficiency.
Ulitin ko nga, tangina, nakakabulol pa. So, global warming is a big problem. But if we all do our part, we can help make the earth cooler and safe for everyone.